Hello everyone, this is Bryant here. Today you're gonna learn about Deno, like the dinosaurs Deno. Of course, we're not gonna learn about dinosaurs, but it's a secure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript. This was created by Ryan Dahl, who is known as a father of Node.js, which is a very popular server-side JavaScript framework. So it's going to be very cool stuff. This is going to be first tutorial. There are going to be constant tutorial following after that, but let's get started. So first thing is you will have question about is probably what is Deno? Well, here's a Deno's description and I'll read out for you. Deno is a simple, modern, and secure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript, which is the compiled to JavaScript, kind of like a functional language. And they use a V8, version 8, V8, and it's built in Rust. And Deno is an open source project based on MIT license created by Ryan Dahl, who is the same developer who has created Node.js. So that's the idea about Node.js. You may wonder though, why Deno? Before Node.js, JavaScript was not so popular language among programmer communities despite its wide usage in internet website due to its client-only site nature and few bad programming practices. But then around 2009, something happened and Google came with the Chrome browser. It was launched around 2009. Before that, Firefox was really popular, and then the Google Chrome launched the browser. And it has a JavaScript engine called V8. So once upon a time, there was a programmer named Ryan Dahl, and Ryan Dahl, he saw the opportunity to create a server-side JavaScript with V8, which is unprecedented before. And then Node.js was a result, the outcome of that invention. And rest was history. JavaScript has been experiencing exponential growth with Node.js, and so many JavaScript framework and tools were invented. AngularJS, React.js, Vue, Grunt, etc., etc. While Node.js is an extremely popular framework, it can expose security vulnerability with bad npm packages and a little lack of security features. So it's kind of a little vulnerable and some security features are left to be desired. So Ryan realized these flaws and invented a new tool again, and it's a Deno. And that's why we're here today. So how is a Deno different though? Like what makes Deno different? Let's go find out. So here's Deno's goals and what it's trying to achieve. It only ships a single executable, Deno, and it provides security by default. Unless secure specifically allowed, script can access files, environment, or the network. And is browser compatible. The subset of senior programmers are written complete JavaScript and do not use global star name Deno namespace or feature test for it. Ought to be also run in modern web browser without change. And provide built-in tooling like unit testing, code formatting, and linting to improve developer experience. And it does not leak V8 concept into the user land and be able to secure HTTP efficiently. So here's a side-by-side comparison between Deno versus Node. Its main difference, so it's not everything. But first thing is that Deno doesn't use npm, unlike Node. It doesn't have package.json, which is for importing packages. And all asynchronous actions return promise. From Node.js, it doesn't. You have to kind of specifically define for that. And also, Deno requires explicit permission for file, networking, environment access. I think this is really the main things because it kind of say that Deno is more secure by default because it pushed for the constraint and it pushed for the security right away. And it always die on uncaught errors. And uses something called ES module, which is ESMAC. Basically standard right now, but it's not kind of like experimental in Node.js right now, but it is a standard by default in Deno. And it does not support required function, which is probably pose another security vulnerability. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing you want to do is go to deno.lent, and then there's the main homepage. and you can explore. There's installation step for different operating system. I'm just going to use the one for the Mac OS, but you can follow along. So we can also visit github.com, the github.com denoland./Deno. So basically you can find the different information here as well and explore the source code. And I'm going to use the Mac OS, and I already installed Deno before, but I'm using Homebrew. So you're just going to see the message that is already installed, but I'm going to just run the command brew install Deno to see and install Deno. Expected, you see the message is already installed. So I'm going to run a sample Deno application on an ad-hoc, meaning that by demand basis. So after installing Deno, I can say Deno run, and here's a URL. They kind of say just have a console.log, and then just some message. So I'm going to just type that. So you say welcome to Deno, and that's it. So in our next example, we're gonna learn a little more complicated Deno application. I have a file called deno-welcome.ts, and here's my file. First thing is I'm going to import serve, which is basically saying they keep picking up from the URL, server.js. That's the library. And we are going to expose a port 8000 and store it as. And the console.log is just for the printing and the testing purpose. It's just going to print on the server side. And then lastly, we're going to return the hello world and basically going to await. And that's going to asynchronous function. So we're going to do the Deno run and that allow net. That's not always necessary, but it might be required. Anyway, now we can visit localhost 8000. So now when I launch the browser and go to localhost 8000, I'm going to see the hello world there. And that's pretty much it. So where to go from here? So you can visit its official website. It's deno.land, and visit its GitHub website, github.com/denoland/Deno. Or you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I will keep updating my tutorial for Denos and as well as other things, and keep up with the latest videos. Be sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel. So that's it. How do you like it? Hope you'll learn something about Deno, and it's a great tool to learn, and it's going to be something that's going to be really interesting later on, and help you find a job hopefully as well. So I'm going to publish and create more videos related to Deno, and I create a playlist for that. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and be sure to like my video as well. And thank you for watching again, and then see you next time. Bye bye.